Hello and welcome to this course on Google Cloud for Data Engineers. My name is Jish, and this video we will take a look into Dataflow pipeline that read data from Google Cloud Storage and send it to BigQuery Table. So here in this demo, we are creating a Google Cloud Storage bucket and BigQuery dataset. So in Google Cloud Storage bucket, we are going to create a directory and place our input file. So here we are using CSV file. So you can use files in any format, tab separated, colon separated, pipe separated or anything. But here for this demonstration, I'm using comma separator. And we need a JavaScript file. So in this JavaScript file, so we are writing our logic, how we want to transform our data. So for example, if it's comma separated values, so we need to filter the value, and also whatever the columns we need to choose, those logic we can write it in the JavaScript file. And we need a JSON file that determine the column format and column data type that we need to use in BigQuery table. So we don't need to create a BigQuery table here in advance. So this pipeline will create as part of it when it runs this job. And also we need to choose a Dataflow pipeline. So we are using a built-in template and choose a Dataflow job, so that read from input from cloud storage and write it into BigQuery. So now we will move to demo. So now let's validate our data. So this is how our data looks like. The first column is again numeric value, then comma, another numeric value, this is numeric value, and this is the date, and this is some other string. So we want this data to be processed. Okay, so this based on each field is separated with a comma. So we are choosing only this 4 columns, and that logic we can write here. So what I'm doing here is in the JavaScript. So we define a function called transform. So you need to make a note of this function, and we need to pass this function in the pipeline. And line means when it read line by line. Okay, so it process first line, second line, like that. So for each line we are splitting the line based on the delimiter. Here comma is the delimiter. So if we have some other delimiter, you need to replace this comma with that delimiter. And we are creating an object with the name called obj. And what we are doing is, see, from these values. So values is the array that we use the split function, and we have values 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what we are using is, so value 0 we are assigned to order underscore number of this object, and the second field we are assigned to item number of this object, and purchase quantity and purchase date. So that is next 2 fields. So we are selecting these 4 fields, and again if you want to choose this field, so you can write that logic here like obj dot whatever the field name, then values of 4. So values is the array, you can say. By using split function on the line, we got these values, and we are choosing a particular column. And again, if you don't need any of this column, you can skip that. Then finally we are converting that into a JSON string using this function, and return this value. So this is all about this transformation logic that we are written in JavaScript. If you have some other transformation logic, so you can write that, and finally what we need is a JSON return value. And also we need to make a note of this transform logic. Then the next file we need is BigQuery schema. So based on this return value, so BigQuery has to accept that value and write it in the table. So this is the BigQuery schema, and these are the column name and its type. So order number is the column name and its type integer. So item number and its type integer. purchase quantity, then its type integer, and purchase date, which is of type date. So in BigQuery, so you can see when we run this pipeline, a table will be created with this schema. So this is in order. So order number first, then item number, purchase quantity, and purchase date. So here in our JavaScript function also taking in order. So also if you want to change that, you can change that logic here. And this is our data. So now let's go to the Google Cloud Console and create a storage bucket first. So type cloud storage here and create a bucket. So normally I choose this name for bucket. You can choose any bucket name. Okay, so this will be unique. Then next, so I'm choosing region, standard, then default. This is also default, and creating. So once this is created, so I'm creating a folder here, demo. So under demo, so I'm going to upload these files. Browse to the location where you have your file. So this is our input file, then this is the JSON file, and this is the JavaScript file. So we are uploading these three files here. So the CSV is our input file, and this is the JSON file where we defined our BigQuery schema detail, and this is the JavaScript that our transformation logic has written. So now let's open this another window, console.cloud.com, and open BigQuery. Okay, so in BigQuery we are going to create a new data set. So data set is a place under which we are placing all our tables. So I'm creating a data set from here, and data set ID, so my demo 001, and everything default, and then create the data set. That's it. So let's open another terminal, Cloud Console, and search for this Dataflow. So Dataflow is the ETL tool, so that you can use for running various jobs. And there are a lot of built-in template available, or you can have your own custom template. So we are using this option. So create job from the template to create a job that read from storage and write it into BigQuery. So my demo underscore job underscore 001. Look, and you can choose from here. So there are mainly two types of job, streaming and batch job. So this storage to BigQuery will be under batch section, or bulk load or batch. So you can see search here, you can see text files on the cloud storage to BigQuery. Choose this, then wait a couple of seconds. You can see there are certain required parameter you need to fill. So JavaScript UDF path to cloud storage. So this is the place where we kept our JavaScript file. So go to here and this location. This is the JavaScript URL. Just copy this, add it here. So JSON path, similarly come here and click on this JSON and get that JSON URL, add it here, and JavaScript UDF name. So this is the function that we defined in this JavaScript function. So transform is the function name. So this function will be called against each line. Okay, and output BigQuery table, so where we want to have our output generated. So I'm writing this. Okay, we can just open and get the dataset detail. So this is the dataset ID dot whatever the table we want to generate. So I'm just writing my table. So you don't need to create this table. This table will be generated automatically when we run this. So cloud storage input. So we need our input location also. Come here, back to this CSV, then choose this location and save it. Then some temporary directory we need. So what we will use, so we use the same cloud storage, okay, and we will just use the temp1 and temp2. So I'm just writing temp1. Okay, so we need to prefix gs : / here also gs : / temp2. So these are the mandatory field you need to fill, like I said. So JavaScript, where we have our transformation logic, then the JSON file where we define our BigQuery schema, and this is the JavaScript function. This is the BigQuery table. You don't need to create this table in advance. When the pipeline run, it will create and push our data. So this is the input path where we have our CSV file, and these two are some temporary location. So you can choose the same storage account, or if you have a separate storage bucket for this temporary storage, that's also fine. And just expand this optional parameter. I'm going to okay, you have something machine type, number of workers, so I don't need a maximum number, and I'm just restricting this to 1. And again, if you have a default network available, so no need to enter the network or subnet details here, else you need to pass those details also. Then run this job. So this job may take some time to get initialized, and also you can see the logs from this logs option. Just click there and see the logs are getting generated. So you have to wait some time to deploy the backend compute engine resources to start this job. So you need to be patient and wait. It will not take much time, but again, so it will take a few minutes to start this job. Also you can get those data from here. Just keep it down. So this is just starting, not yet started, and you can refresh this page to get the latest detail. So wait here some time to complete this job. So now the job has completed, and if you look here, you cannot see any the warnings or error message. So let's go to this BigQuery and see. Just refresh this page and go to the data set that we defined and added in the pipeline, and just expand this, and under this data set you can see one table as created. Just click there, and this table is created by this pipeline, and you can see whatever the schema that we defined in the JSON as created here, and it's of type integer and date. And you can just preview this data, and yeah, that's available. And you can use this table and do the other transformation and all from the BigQuery. So here we use this pipeline for reading from cloud storage and doing the transformation based on the JavaScript, whatever the transformation script we define in that JavaScript, and also what table we need to create in BigQuery, that also defined as a JSON file. So I'll be adding the format of input, that JSON script, and JSON file and JavaScript content as part of this description. Thank you for watching this video. We will see in the next topic. Bye.